All right, buddy, man. So I got a long video for you guys right here. I'm going to talk about all three of the playoff games, besides the one I'm doing a video on before this. I'm going to talk about the Detroit Pistons extending the series, winning 106-103, man, in the 3-6 matchup, man. Asar Thompson, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks. Tobias Harris, 17-8 and 4 blocks. Jalen Duren had 19 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 blocks. And Cade Cunningham had a 24-8 and 8 game. He played really well last night. Even though he shot 6 for 17, he was a plus 13. Jalen Duren was a plus 17. Like, the starting lineup for the Pistons were all pluses, and the bench was just negative, just not good for the Pistons. But shout out to them, man. And New York Knicks last night pretty much got locked down. Like, no one on the Knicks had over 20 points. Jalen Brunson was 4 for 16 for the field. Like I said, shout out to Detroit Pistons, man, because I know I would have been pissed going into this game knowing that we had a chance in every single game, and we're going to lose in 5. Detroit said, we ain't going for that shit. And to win this game, man, I got a huge respect to the Detroit Pistons, man. And I'm rooting for the Pistons. I'm not rooting for the Knicks. Respectfully, I'm rooting for a lot of underdogs. I wasn't rooting for the Knicks. You know, I'm from New York. I was born in New York. Fuck the Knicks. Fuck the Knicks. Because the Pistons, man, and the Pistons are home, man. Hopefully the Pistons can come out here and win Game 6, man, because I want to see some Game 7s in this playoffs. And this is a series that I think could possibly happen if the Pistons just win next game, force it to 7. I want Game 7 playoff basketball. But shout out to the Pistons, man. Shout out to the Knicks, man. It was a great game. And most of these games in these series have all been great. So shout out to these guys for playing hard in the physical basketball game. Now I want to talk about the next game, the Boston Celtics Orlando Magic. Now, the Boston Celtics finally put us out of our misery. They won this series. They won 120-89 in absolute dominant fashion. Jason Tatum, 35, 8, and 10. Jaylen Brown had 23 and 6. Mo Wagner had 25 and 4. And this series is one that this is one of the series when the matchups where you just didn't want to watch. This one, and then the Cleveland series and the OKC series, I really did not care about at all. I knew what was going to happen. This game I didn't watch at all. I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to Boston in the next one. I actually have them play a decent basketball team. I did not want to see them in this series. I didn't care about this series. Like I said, shout out to the Boston Celtics, man. Orlando Magic, man, you guys got a lot to do this offseason. You need to get a point guard. You need more shooting. You need a lot around Paolo and Franz. And maybe you need to trade Franz potentially. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking. But like I said, shout out to the Orlando Magic, man, for putting up some type of fight before this game. But Boston in the next round will be playing the winner of Detroit, New York. And I'm really looking forward to that because the way Detroit Pistons play defense, I would love to see them against Boston. The Knicks offense against Boston's defense, I would love to see that. So, you know, some couple stuff to look forward to in the next round. And then now I'm going to talk about the other game right here. And now we're going to talk about a big game last night, man. The Denver Nuggets beat the LA Clippers, man, 131-115, man. And they take a commanding 3-2 series lead going back to LA. Kawhi had 20 points. He set 8 for 15 for the field. But Aaron Gordon last night, 23 points on 7 for 11 for the field. Russell Westbrook had 21 points on 3 made threes. He was fantastic last night. Jokic, who had actually a pedestrian game, 4 for 13 for the field, but he had a triple-double. Jokic didn't play that well, but he did find the open guy all night long, and the guys made shots. And Jamal Murray last night was absolutely fantastic. He had 43 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. He shot 7 for 26 from the field, 8 for 14 for 3. He was hitting everything. He was hitting pull-up jumpers, catch and shoot threes. Even if you're contesting, he was finishing over you. Jamal Murray had a great game last night. I was actually expecting a fantastic game from Jamal Murray, and he actually gave it in the big game, one of the biggest games of the series. Shout out to Jamal Murray. This game is going back to LA for Game 6, and I expect it to be a dogfight. I hope somehow the Clippers win and I get another game. I get a Game 7 because I'm actually been rooting against Denver in this series. I hate watch Denver and LA Clippers all year, but I'm picking the Clippers to win and the Clippers lost. So hopefully the Clippers can come out Game 6, give me an aggressive style basketball, and come out victorious and don't let Jamal Murray fry your shit for 43 again. Don't let Jokic have a 30, 20, 15 game and come out victorious and just force them to Game 7. I want 2 Game 7s at least from at least this series and at least Detroit, New York. I need to see at least 1 Game 7 in the first round. At least one. One series, give me 7. At least one. And then now I'm going to show you guys the playoff bracket real quick, man. All right, man, so let's talk about the playoff. Let's show the brackets right here, man. So the Cleveland Cavaliers, man, finished their series a couple days ago. They're going to play the Indiana Pacers, who just beat the Bucks. I expect the Cleveland Cavaliers to win that series in pretty much 6 games. I don't think Indiana has enough that Cleveland has. Cleveland has the offense and the defense to compete with the Pacers. And then the other round, the OKC beat Memphis a while ago. Ja got hurt. That series was cooked when Ja got hurt. They're waiting for the Denver Nuggets and the lost LA Clippers. And I expect whoever wins Denver Clipper matchup, I expect OKC to beat them in 6. OKC has the firepower, the offense, the defense. I think OKC might be the best team in the league with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Maybe the Boston Celtics might be in there as well, but I think OKC is super talented. I don't think they're losing in the second round. The LA Lakers, Minnesota Timberwolves. I expect the Lakers. I hope the Lakers to win at least one more game, push it at 6. But the Lakers are not beating the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're too athletic. They're too good defensively, and they're just a better basketball team overall. They have guys on their bench that actually can hoop. And I expect the Minnesota Timberwolves to play in the next round against probably Golden State and Houston, because Houston is down 3-1. I expect Houston to win Game 5. I expect them to play with crazy energy in Houston. I expect Jalen Green to play better, I hope. But I expect after that, Jalen Green to play bad and Golden State to win in 6. I'm not talking good about the Golden State Warriors. Fuck the Golden State Warriors. And then the Boston Celtics obviously won their series. They're going to play between the New York Knicks and the Detroit Pistons. Either way, I'm picking Boston to beat whoever wins that matchup, because Boston, to me, is one of the best teams in the league, and they're battle-tested. They won a championship. They're not losing to the Pistons. The Knicks don't have enough defense with them, and they don't have no bench, so I'm picking the Celtics easily in any of those series. And then hopefully the next round, the conference finals and the NBA finals are great basketball, because I don't need blowouts. I need great basketball. So everybody, man, who's been liking my videos, man, I really appreciate you on that. Like, repost, man. Send it to your mom. Send it to your friends, man. I need everybody to see my videos, man. I appreciate it. Send the videos to your friends. Share it. I appreciate it, you guys. Hope everybody has a good Wednesday, because I know I am. I'm going to continue to post these videos, man. Watch these basketball games I really love. Hope everybody has a great Wednesday, and deuces, y'all.